According to World Bank, remittances to low and middle income countries are set to fall by 20% to about 445 billion US dollars in 2020. Ismail Ahmed, the founder and chairman of WorldRemit, joined us earlier on the broader trends on the continent's remittance industry following the COVID-19 pandemic, which has led to the acceleration of digital technologies and cashless payments.
As a digital money transfer business, we're one of the companies that have benefited from the shift from cash-based remittances to digital, which COVID-19 accelerated in the last few months.
Yes, now we've seen, you've said you are a digital-based company for sending money across the continent and globally, actually. Most people are operating from home and not able to actually physically go to the offices and stuff. Could you just compare the statistics of the transactions moved on your platform for the first half of 2020 comparing to the first half of 2019?
So if you look at the combined two businesses, WorldRemit and Sendwave, we sent $7.5 billion in the 12 months ending June this year, and that is 50% up on the numbers compared to the same period last year. The two companies also generated $280 million of revenue. Again, the figures are up by 50%. So we've really seen acceleration of the growth as remittance starts shifting from cash-based traditional networks to increasingly digital remittances. And I have to add and say, I think Africa led the way because of digitization of money in Africa, likely because of mobile money. This is a trend which started much earlier, but got accelerated as a result of COVID.
Yes, now we've seen World Bank also said that remittances to low and middle income economies in 2020 will decline by 20%. And we've seen WorldRemit has actually gone ahead to acquire Sendwave. Would you say that this is a timely move at a time like this? And just talk to us about this.
So this is I think the rationale behind this deal is we see how the two companies complement each other and what it means to our customers and the countries we serve. So the deal is subject to regulatory approvals, but once we receive approvals, we will continue to run the two companies independently in recognition of the unique brands of the two companies. And so we're really excited about what we can learn from each other and what it really means for our customers.
Yes, we've seen mobile penetration, internet penetration here on the continent is something that has been on a rise steadily. But at one point, one can say that it is still a challenge to especially a business that is working solely on digital platforms. You know, one, is this a challenge for you? And how are you moving around to make sure that you can actually, any households within the continent can be able to access the platform?
The disruptions were, during lockdown, mostly in some countries, in Europe, in North America, which are the two major sending countries, particularly in Africa. So there were significant disruptions in cash locations, but not so in digital transfers. And I would say part of the reason why remittances to Africa have remained stable has been because of the great percent of remittances that have moved to digital in Africa. So compared to, say, other regions, for instance, Asia, which rely more on the Gulf countries, such as Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, remittances to Africa have really remained stable, and I think part of the reason is because in the Gulf countries, where a smaller percent of African remittances come from, countries don't offer financial support to migrants, many migrants went back home during the lockdown, whereas the bulk of remittances from Africa comes from Europe and North America, which are different. And another reason why remittances remain stable in Africa is because the remittances are counter-cyclical, and so during the downturn, we tend to see transactions going up because of the greater need back home. And so migrants share whatever money they have with family members back home to make sure no one goes hungry. So that's why we've seen increasing shift, or more stable remittances to Africa. And WorldRemit and Sendwave were part of the companies that are digital companies that have really helped send greater amounts of money to Africa that would have been the case because of the minimum fees associated with and the minimum send amounts associated with traditional cash locations.
Yes, now we've seen you acquired Sendwave for about 500 million US dollars. Just talk to us about the impact that this is actually going to have when you look at increasing the rates of subscriptions, the revenue collections as well. What are your projections for the next coming 1 year?
I think this is an exciting deal, particularly for our customers. Combining WorldRemit's extensive global payout network and licenses and Sendwave's zero fee or low fee business model will benefit a lot of customers in the countries we serve, including 43 African countries. We're really proud to be a part of the digitization of money, which has led to lower fees for African migrants and their families, which used to pay exorbitant fees. So this is really quite an exciting time for the large number of markets we serve. We're present in 43 countries. Sendwave has been a fast-growing and leading digital player in East Africa, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, as well as in West Africa, in countries like Ghana and Nigeria. So really combining the best of both companies would mean better services, expanded the digitization footprint for many consumers in Africa.